Good morning, everybody. Well, what we're going to talk about today is Labour's winter crisis, and what a crisis it is. We've got Keir Starmer's lot at 10 Downing Street flapping their arms about, saying there's going to be a leadership challenge from West Street and had a right go at the Labour Downing Street lot and said basically it's a toxic environment. And he was not looking to do a leadership challenge. Do we believe him? Maybe not yet. If he was planning one now, he will wait till the new year, I guarantee. So these briefings have caused mass panic in Downing Street. Starmer's flapping and rightly so. The poll ratings are 16%, 17%. For a government, absolutely shocking. Just 18 months into power, came in on a crest of a wave, 400 seats, 170 or 180 majority. You know, the world was their oyster. They could have done things correctly. My God, it's a complete and utter meltdown. We've got the taxes were going to go up by, we reckon, 2% in the budget, in a week and a half's time. Now they're backtracking once again. They're absolutely flapping because that would break a manifesto commitment. And that would probably initiate a leadership contest. I'm almost certain of that. But if they're not going to raise income tax by 2%, which, let's be honest, would have raised billions, what are they going to hit? Well, we already know that they're looking to tackle the gambling, bringing a gambling tax on gaming machines. Now, obviously, everyone knows me as the horse racing enthusiast, and what most of my videos are on horse racing. But I just felt I had to come on here today to talk about this government in meltdown. Now, the gambling tax will hit a hell of a lot of people. It'll put 25,000 people out of work. It will close over 60% of betting shops, where a lot of people gather, especially the elderly, for company and for heat, to save on heating bills and cost of living. Because you can get coffee and that, and you can have a good chat with the staff, and you can go chat with other people in the betting shop. So that's another thing that the government are looking. Now, if they're not going to raise income tax, as I said, billions of pounds that would have been raised, where are they going to target next? Now, we understand now they're going to target homeowners, middle-class homeowners. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch on the 26th of November. Now, I'm not a homeowner anymore, but this will be interesting because the middle classes, of course, are mainly Conservative voters, and a few are probably Reform voters. Very few, I would think, would be Labour voters. So this is going to really get the backs up of a lot of people across the UK, as if they haven't already got the backs up of millions of people. Now, as far as the immigration crisis goes, well, the Home Secretary is now making a big announcement on Monday about refugee status. And it's no longer going to be a 5-year thing. It's going to be more like a 1 or 2 year thing before they can apply for asylum. So it's all getting very tricky, isn't it? Labour don't know what to do with themselves. We've got the Chancellor, one of the worst in history, who claimed to be an economist. I'm not convinced she was an economist at all. She doesn't seem to have a clue. She never gives herself enough headroom for a crisis. 10 billion is never enough. You need at least 25 billion to cover emergencies. We're supposed to be increasing our spending on defence to 3.5%. When and how that's going to happen and how they're going to raise the money for that, I just do not know. Do I think Keir Starmer will survive till Christmas? Well, we're only 5 weeks, 6 weeks away now, so yeah, I would think so, pretty much. He may well have not done if this briefing thing hadn't been leaked, because I do think there would have been a challenge straight after the budget, and I do think that's why the tax, the 2p on income tax, has been stopped. But where is the money going to come from? Because if they've got, apparently they had a £40 billion black hole to deal with. Now it's only 20 billion, but the GDP is, well, there's no growth whatsoever. Was it 0.01% or something? So the country is at a standstill pretty much. We're making nothing. So where they're going to help where this 40 billion has now dropped to 20 billion, I really don't know. I can't work that one out. And that's where the economist in Rachel Reeves comes in. She hasn't got a bloody clue. Is Keir Starmer one of the most unpopular prime ministers in history? I would say so. I would say he's definitely in the top 5 of the worst prime ministers, if not in the top 3. They came into power thinking it was going to be easy, and when they had them stonking majority they got, they thought, well, we'll just push everything through. Well, they're getting nothing through because most of the backbenchers of Labour don't agree with the cabinet anyway. Look at the welfare bill that went, oh no, we can't do that, oh, we're going to, all these MPs are panicking, so we'll stop that. Tax, it's going to be a manifesto commitment failure, oh, better stop that. The gambling tax, I think, will go ahead, and as I said, it's going to put a lot of people at work. Now, this Labour government, talk about getting people back into work and getting them off welfare, they're going to put 25,000 people out of work, out of betting shops. 25,000 people. They're going to lose all the business rates on these betting shops. That's a hell of a lot of money. These 25,000 people will be claiming benefits, so they won't be paying tax. There's already thousands and thousands more out of work now. I think there's unemployment 5%, so what's it, something like 3% when they come in, so that's 2% more claiming welfare benefits. So the welfare bill is just going up and up and up and up and up. You've got Jeremy Corbyn's, what was it called, Your Party or something? They're just coming up with radical ideas about basically giving everybody everything and not clawing anything back. Just nonsensical. I watched Question Time in the night. She didn't have a clue, that girl, really. Some of the things she was coming out with, I thought, what are you trying to do, bankrupt the country? Reform UK, well, they're quietly going along the way, but of course, they're causing problems with racist comments from the most recent new MP. We really are in a right mess. The British people deserve so much better from a government, from an opposition, and from a potential government in reform. Do I genuinely believe reform can form the next government? No, I don't. I think people, as it gets nearer, will panic. I think they'll go with one of the main two like they normally do, because better the devil you know than the devil you don't. That's a famous saying. So where are we today? Well, we don't really know, actually. We don't really know where we are today. This government seems to be in complete meltdown. They make decisions and then backtrack. They make decisions and backtrack. They've got to raise the money from somewhere. Gambling tax is only going to raise about 1.3 billion, but it's going to put a hell of a lot of people out of work. So actually it's going to lose money because those people will no longer be contributing as much to society. They won't be contributing to tax. We don't know what the policy is on this tax on middle class housing. That'll be an interesting one to see what the result is. This is going to be very interesting to see what a Home Secretary comes up with on Monday. And we'll watch that with interest, I'm sure. But Keir Starmer, at the moment, I would be packing a few boxes if you haven't unpacked them already. Because I do genuinely think come January, February, we will definitely have a leadership challenge. Do I think Wes Streeting is wise enough, politically savvy enough to become a Prime Minister? No, I think his age is against him. I think he is trying to do a job with the health service. They keep going on about this health service is amazing, and they've got the problems down. It was 7.4 million people on the waiting list when they come in 18 months ago. It's 7.3 million now, so it's gone down 100,000. Whoop-de-doo. At that rate, this waiting list is going to go on for 30 or 40 years. Well, by then, most of us who have the health problems will be dead anyway. So I hope you found this an interesting video this morning about the political state of the Labour Party, the political state of the government, the political state of the opposition, and what a state we are in. And these people who we've just celebrated for fighting for our peace and freedom must be, the ones who were left must be thinking, I wish I wasn't here anymore. And the ones who've already gone will be glad they've gone, and they'll be turning in their graves. Thanks for watching the horse racing enthusiast with a political view for once on the state of Britain. Have a great weekend, everybody.